Vitamin Maths, an essential capsule to every student. So, my dear friends, today we are seeing the topic called as surface area and volumes. So, this topic is very important from exam point of view. So, let us see some important note before we begin the questions, and we will see previous year questions appeared in the board exams. We will solve all type of questions like 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 marks and 4 marks questions. So surface area volumes, you will get around 7 to 8 marks guarantee you will have 7 to 8 marks in the board exam. The pattern may be in this way: 4 marks 1 question, 3 marks 1 question, or 1 mark 1 question, or means totally it is 8 marks, or 4 marks 1, 2 mark 1 and 1 mark 1, so 7 marks. Or directly they may skip 1 mark question and ask only 4 and 3 mark question. So these are the possibilities or the pattern that has been followed by the board during the previous years according to previous year latest I have taken. And 4 mark questions, the 4 mark questions which appear in the exam are different in each set. Okay, the 3 sets will be there. So in these 3 sets, the 4 mark question which will appear in the section D or section E at last section, sorry, the question will be different for each student. Okay, next point, see, 3, 2 and 1 mark questions, they will be same questions with a different data. The data will be different for each student, so the question will be same but the data may be changing. Okay, now this chapter main thing is it tests the logical ability of students. Yeah, definitely that is true, because that is why most of the students find difficult difficult about this chapter. Toppers usually score full marks in this chapter. See, I told you that this will be testing your logical ability, and those who have understood the concept in a better way will answer these questions. So in this chapter, usually this chapter, the questions are a little bit unpredictable questions. Only solution is to practice. You have to practice lot of examples with different variety of examples, then only you will be able to answer. Okay, so let us begin. So before beginning, let us see some formulas. Okay, so let us see some formulas, important formulas. So cube, so let me just allow you to take a screenshot of the formulas. If you don't have, please take the screenshot of the formulas. Cube, 4a square, total surface area, 6a square, volume a cube. Okay, cuboid, lateral surface area, 2 into L plus B into H, TSA, 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, volume L into B into H, cylinder, area of base or top face, the top face, pi r square because it is a circle there. CSA 2 pi r h, TSA 2 pi r into r plus h, volume pi r square h. Okay, so just take the screenshot of this formula list. And next, so fourth one is right circular cone, slant height. You know, this is a slant height, this is a slant height. Curved surface area is pi r l, total surface area pi r into r plus l, volume 1 by 3 pi r square h, that is 1/3 the volume of the cylinder. Volume of cone is 1/3 the volume of the cylinder. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Next, sphere, total surface area is 4 pi r square. There is no curved surface area for sphere because it is complete, there is no other surface here, third surface. So volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Hemisphere, area of curved surface area, it is 2 pi r square. Total surface area is 2 pi r square plus pi r square, the top surface which is a circle which we assume, so it is 3 pi r square. Volume is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. So this is again one more important formula for frustum of a cone. So frustum of a cone, when you cut a cone parallel to the base, then you get the frustum in the shape of a bucket. Okay, so CSA is pi r plus r into L, so L is root of h square. You just note down the formula. Total surface area is pi r square plus I r square. Okay, so capital radius is the larger radius of the circle and small r is the smaller radius of the circle of this space. Volume is pi h by 3, r square plus r into r. Okay, so I think you just take a screenshot of these formulas. Now we will begin actually with the questions that have been asked in the board exam. Let us begin the first question. The radius of a sphere in centimeter whose volume is 12 pi centimeter cube is. So the options are given. So let us solve. The radius, you have to find the radius of a sphere in centimeter whose volume is given as. So volume is given as 12 pi. So volume is given as 12 pi. So sphere, the volume formula for sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume is given as 12 pi. So we have to find the radius. So the only unknown here is radius. The radius is the only unknown. So let us put here. So volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is equal to 12 pi. So 4 1s are 4 3s are 12. So pi get cancelled. So remaining is 1 by 3 into r cube is equal to 1. Okay, both are cancelled here. So r cube is equal to 3 into 1. So r cube is equal to 3. Therefore r is equal to cube root of 3, or 3 into 3 raised to 1 by 3. So which answer you are having? So option D. Option D is our answer. Let us solve another question. So this is question number 2. Okay, two cones have their height in the ratio 1:3. The ratio of their heights is 1:3, and the radii in the ratio of 3:1. So radius in the ratio 3:1. What is the ratio of their volumes? So what is the ratio of their volumes? So we know the volume formula for cone is 1 by 3 pi r square into h. Okay, so now we take the ratio here. So what is volume? We want the ratio v1 by v2. So v1 is 1 by 3 pi r1 square into h1 divided by 1 by 3 pi r2 square into h2. So 1 by 3 pi, both are constant, they get cancelled. So r1 square by r2 square into h1 divided by h2. So already we have h1 by h2. You can write this as a capital H1 or h2. That doesn't change anything. So h1 by h2 is 1 by 3. So we need r1 square by r2 square. So just write this as r1 by r2 the whole square into h1 by h2. So what is r1 by r2? It is 3 by 1. So 3 by 1 the whole square into h1 by h2 is 1 by 3. So this is 9 by 1 into 1 by 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. Okay, therefore v1 by v2 is equal to, so 3 by 1. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let us solve a 2-mark question asked in CBSE 2020. So a cone and a cylinder have the same radii, but the height of the cone is 3 times that of cylinder. So let us write here cone 3 times the height of cylinder. Okay, find the ratio of their volumes. Means volume of cone divided by volume of cylinder. So volume of cone and volume of cylinder. So let's begin. So can you write this as volume of cone divided by height of cone divided by height of cylinder plus 3 by 1. This cylinder will come here, height of cylinder. So the ratio is 3:1. Now we have to find the volume of cone. So we all know volume of cone formula is, volume of cone is 1/3 of pi r square h, pi r square h. But volume of cylinder is 1, not 1/3, pi r square h. The volume of cone is 1/3 the volume of cylinder. Okay, so let us substitute in this equation. So volume of cone divided by volume of cylinder is equal to, volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h divided by volume of cylinder is pi r square h. The radius here same radii, hence I have not taken different r values here. R is same. The height of cone is only changing here. So let me take this as h1, this was h2. Okay, this is height of cone, and this is height of cylinder. Height of cylinder. So just see, so pi get cancelled, so 1/3 remains. So radius of cone, what is the radius of cone? We don't know that, so let's see. Okay, so find the ratio of their volumes. So 1/3 remaining, r square into height of cone. This is cancelled, so r square h into height of cone. So r square also, r square into h of cylinder. See, radius of cone and radius of cylinder, they are equal, so we can cancel this radius also. So remaining is height of cone divided by height of cylinder. So that is, height of cone is given as 3 and height of cylinder is 1. So this is 3 divided by 1. So volume of cone divided by volume of cylinder, the ratio is 3:1. So this is the answer. Okay, let's solve other question. A cone and a cylinder have the same radii, so they have the same radii, but the height of the cone is 3 times the height of cylinder. So radius of cone is equal to the radius of cylinder, but the height of the cone is, so height of cone is equal to 3 times that of the height of the cylinder. Okay, find the ratio of their volumes. So ratio of their volumes, volume of cone divided by the volume of cylinder, that ratio we have to find. So let me take this as height of cone divided by height of cylinder as 3:1. Okay, so we will see what is volume of cone divided by volume of cylinder. Volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square into h, r of cone and height of cone, divided by volume of cylinder is pi r square h, but it is radius of cylinder and height of cylinder. So pi get cancelled, so remaining is 1/3. Since the radius of cone and radius of cylinder both are equal, we can also cancel this radius terms. Okay, so the remaining is height of cone divided by the height of cylinder. So the ratio of height of cone by height of cylinder is 3/1. So it is 1/3 into 3/1. So 3 get cancelled. So the ratio is 1:1. Therefore the volume of cone divided by the volume of cylinder is 1/1. Okay, or the ratio is 1:1. Okay, let us solve this fourth question. Students of class 12 presented a gift to their school in the form of an electric lamp, in the shape of a glass, hemispherical. So the shape is hemispherical glass, base surmounted by a metallic cylindrical top. So cylindrical top, okay, of the same radius 21 centimeter and height 35 centimeter, which I have written already. The top was coated silver and the glass surface was painted red. Okay, so let us draw this figure. So this is a cylinder and the base is hemispherical. Okay, so there is a hemispherical base. So this is a cylinder here. Okay, this is a cylinder this is a base, hemispherical base. So this is, now I am just telling you, see, the top of this one is coated with silver. So here it is, and the glass surface here it is coated with silver coating, and here it is coated with the glass surface, it is coated with red. Okay, so height is given 3.5. so you know the height cylinder. Okay, so radius is 21 centimeter. So radius, see the diagram is little bit awkward because yet radius is 21 centimeter, the radius is bigger, height is smaller. Okay, so let's solve. So we have to find the cost of silver coating at the top surface. The cost of silver coating at the top at the rate of 5 rupees per 100 centimeter square. Okay, so here we have to find. So what we will do, we will find the cost in the see. So this area, cylinder is coated with silver. So you will be coating the silver area here. So you will be coating the curved surface area. So let us find the CSA. So curved surface area is equal of cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h. So 2 pi, let me keep that pi as it is, 22 by 7, I will take it as that one. So radius is 21, height is 3.5. so 7 ones are 7 threes are, so 44 into 3, 44 into 3 into 3.5. so 44 into 3, 132. Okay, 12s are 132 into 3.5. so let me take another sheet here. Okay, so let me take another sheet. So this is 132 into 3.5. so 5 2s are 10, 15 16, 6, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Okay, 0 16 4. so here 1 dot. so the CSA is 462 centimeter square. so what is the cost here? So the cost given here is, the cost of silver coating at the top is 5 rupees per 100 centimeter square. so 5 rupees per 100 centimeter square. so already there is how many centimeter square here? 462. therefore 462 divided by 100, it is 4.62. so this is 4.62, therefore 4.62 into 5. so what is this? so let's calculate here. 4.6 into 5. so 5 2s are 10, 5 6 are 30, 31, 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 3 23. so the dot is here. so 231 rupees is the first answer. Okay, so now we have to calculate what is the surface area of the glass to be painted in red. so this is the surface area of the glass to be painted in red color. so that is nothing but the CSA, curved surface area of hemisphere. so CSA of hemisphere, what is the CSA of hemisphere? it is 2 pi r square. so 2 pi r square is the CSA. so let's multiply 22 by 7. since the radius is same, 21 square. so that is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 21 into 21. 7 ones are 7 threes are 21. so this implies 22 twos are 44. so 44 into 3, 21 threes are, so that is 63. so you have to calculate this 12 13 6 4 24 24 here 2 6 4 24 26 2 7 7 2. so total it is 2772 centimeter square. so this was the question asked for 2 marks in the board exam. Let's solve fifth question. 500 persons are taking dip into a cuboidal pond which is 80 meter long. So the length is 80 meter long. So the length is 80 meter long and 50 meter broad. So the breadth is 50 meter broad. What is the rise of water level in the pond if the average displacement of water by a person is? So the average displacement is equal to 0.04 meter cube. Average displacement is 0.04 meter cube. So there is a cuboidal pond here, cuboidal pond. Okay, the length is given, that is 80 meters, and the breadth is given as 50 meters. Okay, so now we will see what is the average rise. Okay, we have to find what is the rise we have to find. So for that, so what you have to do is, see, you have to find the lateral surface area. See the surface area, you have to find the surface area. Now we will find the surface area. Okay, so for surface area, what I will do, I will just find the top surface area. The top surface area, this surface area I will find. So that is nothing but the length into breadth, that is 80 into 50 meter square. So it is 8 5 are 40 and 0 00 meter square. So the surface area, so top surface area only, that is 4000 meter square. Now what I will do, since 500 persons are there, so 500 persons are there, and one person is having a displacement of 0.04 meter cube. Therefore 500 into 0.04, that will give 500 into this is 4 by 100. So these two zeros and this 20 will go. So it is 20 meter cube displacement they will give. Okay, so now let me take another sheet. So the volume by this average displacement is of this is 500 people is 200 meter cube. So just let me take here. So this is 500 meter cube. Now what I'm going to do is, here what I'm going to do is, surface area is 4000 meters square and the volume is 20 meter cube. Now I want the displacement, so I am just solving it by a very common sense, that is by I am going by the units. So this is meter cube, this is meter square. I want displacement that is in meters. Only meters will be there because since there is a, this is the height, so there is a height. So what I am going to do, so volume divided by surface area will give me the displacement. So displacement, now what is the volume? So volume is 20 meter cube, surface area is 4000. So 1010 gone, 1 divided by 200. So that is 1 divided by 200, which I can also write as 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 or 0.02 meters, or you can say it as 20. Okay, so this is 0.02 meters, or you can even say, if you want 2 centimeter. Okay, so this is the way the displacement is calculated. So this is the way the displacement is calculated as 0.02 meter. Let's see sixth question. A cone of base radius 4 centimeter, a cone of base radius that is 4 centimeter is divided into two parts by drawing a plane through the midpoint of its height and parallel to its base. Compare the volume of the two parts. So let me draw a cone here first. So this is a cone, okay, at midpoint. So here is the, let us assume the plane is here, plane is cut at the midpoint there. So the base radius is 4 centimeter, and next it is cut at the midpoint. So if the height is h by 2 and h by 2 here, and parallel to the base. So compare the volume of two parts. So let me take this as upper part as 1 and so 2. So the first part taken here is cone. So this is cone and the second part is frustum. So first part is cone and second part is frustum. Now we shall compare the volume. So compare the volume of the two parts. So let us begin. So compare the volume of this. So volume of cone. What is volume of cone? Volume of cone is equal to 1/3 pi r square into h. Okay, so that is the volume of the cone. So let's see now. 1/3. Since the plane is cut at the exactly middle, so for total height h, the radius is 4 centimeter. So for mid height h by 2, the radius also will be divided by 2. So that is 4 by 2, that is 2 centimeter. So the radius here will be 2 centimeter. Okay, so the radius of cone is 2 centimeter. So pi 2 square into height is h by 2. So let me write here pi 2 square is 4 into h divided by 3 to the 6. Okay, or okay, take it as 6. 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6. So 2 pi h by 3 is the volume of cone. Okay, now let us calculate the volume of frustum. So volume of frustum I will calculate in the next page here. So volume of frustum is equal to, the formula for volume of frustum is pi h by 3 r square, small r square, plus capital R into small r. So here our capital R, okay, so here our capital R, the radius is bigger, radius is capital R and smaller radius is small r. Okay, now we will find the height here. Okay, so this is pi by 3 as it is, height is h by 2. Okay, so now the radius here is 4 square plus 2 square plus 4 into 2. Okay, so this is pi h by 6 and 4 square is 16 plus 2 square is 4 plus 4 to the 8. Okay, this is 28, total 28. So pi h by 6. So 3 2 the, okay, 2 3 the 6, 2 3 the 6 and 2 1 the 2, 2 4 the 18. So this is 14 pi h by 3. So this is the volume of frustum. Now we have to compare. So let us take volume of cone divided by the volume of frustum. So what is the volume of cone that we have got? Volume of cone is 2 pi h by 3. So it is 2 pi h by 3 by 3. Now volume of frustum we call it as 14 pi h by 3. Okay, so pi h gone. So the remaining 3 also gone. So 2 by 14. So 2 ones are 2 sevens are. So the ratio is 1:7. Okay, I think you understood the example. Okay, so I have solved as many as questions of 1 mark, 2 mark and 3 mark questions. So 4 mark questions I want to make a separate video on that. That will be the part 2 of this video, because I will be solving that questions in detail, and those questions are very important. So I will make it in the next video. So if you have not watched my polynomials and quadratic crisscross method techniques, I will give you the link in the description. Please watch those videos, learn, adopt and apply those techniques. Okay, So see you in my next video. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel, like and share to your friends. Okay, so knowledge builds up by sharing. So thank you. Have a good day.